Hello, my name is Eric, and today I will show you how to install Visions of Chaos on your university's PC. Okay, let's just get started. First of all, you want to click the link I put in the description, which will take you onto the Softology website, and specifically on the download section for all of the individual steps you need to take. So this is the website. It should look like this. And yeah, we'll just get started. The first thing we need to do is install CUDA. For this, you just need to click this link here and it will automatically install on your machine. In my case, I already have it installed, so I don't need it here. And I will just open up my downloads folder and open up CUDA. Okay, once this window here opens, you just click OK. This is your download location and it will install everything for you. You don't need to do anything. Okay, once the setup has been completed, the launcher will open up, and now we need to make a few settings so everything is installed correctly. First of all, it will check the compatibility with your system, and once this is done, you will get to all of the options. Okay, it will warn you that you're installing an older driver, but this is perfectly fine, so you just hit continue. You agree to the license, and in the options, you want to click custom and continue. And now here in this menu, you can already see it here. We need to make some specific choices. So uncheck everything. Then open up CUDA and open up development. And here you want to click on compiler. We need this. And on runtime, we want the libraries. So in total, you should have those 3 green squares and those 2 check marks. Once you have this, you just hit continue. Leave everything as is here. Continue. And install. Okay, once everything is done installing, you can close this window and we can go on to the next step. It tells us to add a CUDA path, and for this you want to type the command Windows R, which will open up your run box. Now in here you want to copy this exact command and hit OK, which will open up the system settings. Now in here you want to navigate to the Advanced tab and click Environment Variables. The next step is to highlight Path down here. So move down until you see it. Here it is. Highlight it and click Edit. It will take you to this window. And here you want to click New and add this string here. For this, you want to go into your Explorer right here and go to Windows C, Program Files, down to NVIDIA GPU Computing Toolkit, CUDA, the version, and bin. Once you're inside the bin folder, you just go up here, copy the location, you can close this, and new, and paste. Then you hit OK. Once you have this in here, you need to move it all the way to the top. For this, you have those 2 buttons here, and you just highlight the last one you did and move it up until it's all the way at the top of the list. Okay, now it's here. We can hit OK, OK, and OK, and we're done with this step. Next up, we need to verify that everything was done correctly, so we go down here into our search box and type cmd to open up our command box. And it already tells us we need to type nvcc space 2 dashes and version. That's NVCC space 2 dashes and version. Once we have this, we hit enter. And if you see the same message that is down here, you have done everything correct in this step. And once you have this, you can close this and we can move on to the next. Okay, the next thing we need to install is Visual Studio. For this, you click the download link here. Okay, now to install Visual Studio, we want to open up the installation. Hit continue. And once we are in this window, we want to navigate down to desktop development with C++. So we scroll down, here it is, we check this. Then we move over to individual components and it tells us to scroll down and check the most recent C+/CLI support. So we scroll down here until we arrive here. And this is exactly the one we need. C++ CLI support for version 1.4.3, and it's the newest version. Make sure that newest is all the way at the back here. And once you have this, you just hit install. Okay, once Visual Studio is installed, this will open up, but you don't have to do anything. You can just close. You don't have to make an account or anything. So, continuing. We would also need to set the path for Visual Studio. So, again, you want to go down here and type Windows R to open up the run box, and the same command again. Go to Advanced and Environment Variables. Again, down here we need to go down to Path, highlight it and click Edit. And down here we again need to set a new path with this direction. You cannot copy this because the serial number will be different for you, this one right here. So we have to navigate there manually. So open up your Explorer window, go to Windows C, Program Files, go down to Microsoft Visual Studio, 2022, Community, VC, Tools, MSVC, then the number here, bin, host x64, x64. Once you are in this folder, again, highlight the path, copy, and in here you want to make a new path, paste it, and again, highlight it and move it all the way to the top. Okay, once you have that, you can hit OK, OK, and OK. We need to verify this as well, so go down here, press CMD to open up your command block, and type CL. And if this here shows up for you, you are done, and everything is correct. Now, next up, we need to install CMake. For this, click the link here, and it will take you to the CMake page. Scroll down here to the Windows x64 installer, click the link here, and it will download for you. And in your downloads, you want to open up CMake 3.30.0. It looks like this. Double click. It welcomes you and you just hit next. And in my case, I have already have everything installed. Just make sure to install it with all of the default settings. You need to verify that CMake was installed correctly. Open up another command box and type CMake. And if the same message shows up here for you, you have everything done correctly and you can close this again. Now the next thing we need is Git, which is a Git extensions for all downloads Visions of Chaos will make. So navigate here, click the link and get to the Git page. You need the 64-bit version, so just click here and it will download the installer. In my case, I already have it installed, so just double click here. This is what the download looks like, and it will tell you to install Git accepting all of the numerous default settings. So I will just do that. You just click next over and over and over again until you're at the very end. And in the end, it will install. Okay, now that Git is installed, you don't need to view the release notes, you can just finish. Okay, to install Python now, you just click the link from the file you just downloaded and make sure to add python.exe to path and customize installation. Now next, and you want a specific location for this. In this case, he recommends putting it on the C drive under a folder called Python. So let's make this. We open up our Explorer, navigate to Windows C, and I've already prepared a Python folder. So I will just copy the path and paste it down here. Once everything looks like this, you can hit install. Okay, now Python was installed correctly. We can close this. And again, we need to verify that everything is running correctly. So again, open up another command box and type Python space 2 dashes and the version and enter. And if you see the correct version of Python here, everything was done correctly. So we can close this again, scroll down here, and now we need to again hit Windows R to open up the run box. You need to type this command again. It will bring you to the system settings, go to advanced, environmental variables, and now down here you need to click the new button. And you see this is the same window as is shown here, and we just need to copy those two things. So type LIB in capital letters and D \python \libs, just like that. Okay, then you just hit OK, and we're also done with that. You can see it down here. Now the last thing we need to do is enable long file name support. For this, you would need to press the Windows key and type this expression. So just copy it, hit Windows, paste. So this will open up the registry editor, and you will navigate to H key local machine, system, current control set, control, and file system. Here. The folder should look something like this, and you need to find long paths enabled, which is here, and you need to double click. And now it tells you to switch the value 0 to 1. So in the end, it should be a 1 here. In my case, it's already a 1. So I can just leave it and hit OK and close this window. Great. That's all of the preparation you need. So you can close everything. And I would advise to restart your PC right now. So shut everything down, bring everything back up, and then we can continue. Okay, I just rebooted my PC, and now to the installation of Vision of Chaos itself. You want to go to the website of Softology, onto software, and then click here to jump directly to the download section, and click here to download Visions of Chaos. This will again download a file for you. In my case, I already have it installed, so I can just go to my downloads and have it here. It's the VoC setup. Double click. This will open up the setup for Visions of Chaos. You just hit next. Then your desired download installation, in my case, I want it on my F drive. And once you have your download location, you just hit next. Create a desktop icon, yes, next, and install. Okay, now that Vision of Chaos is done with the setup, we can finish, and it will launch automatically. And now the only thing we need to do is to make sure that everything was installed correctly. So to check if everything is working, you just want to go to Mode, Machine Learning, and if everything here is showing up for you, you're ready to go. Otherwise, you will have a check machine learning settings, or check if machine learning is enabled, and you click this, and if everything is correct, it should tell you that everything was installed correctly and you can just start to work. Yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll make sure to read them, and you can also contact me directly. And yeah, have fun using. Bye.